We have different sizes available for different size rollers. So this is the really big one. So this will take the heaviest shade. You will need a 3.5-inch board to put this size on. And then we have a slightly smaller size for the 1.5-inch roller. And the rollers are an aluminum tube. We also have the little small 1-inch rollers. And this is for laminated shades and the small clutch unit. It's so simple to put together, probably the simplest shade system ever. You literally are going to put the clutch in one end and the end plug in the other and set it in your brackets. It's that simple. And here are the brackets. I've already installed them on the board. And one end has a flat pin, and that's going to fit into the clutch end. So I can go ahead and set that in place with the bead chain coming down. And the other end fits into the bracket. It's a swing arm bracket. You just need to turn the pin around so it falls into place and then lock it in. And there's the roller clutch. And you could do a left-hand roller or a right-hand roller with the bead chain on either side. All of the tubes have an adhesive tape on them. So this is covered with this yellow plastic, but the adhesive tape lets you attach a laminated shade directly to the roller. Or the lift band, if you're doing a lift band shade, can go onto the sticky tape and then it rolls up on the roller. You can also use roller clutch for shades that have encased cord. So this example has roller clips on it and shade stops. So the cord will come out of your shroud tape through the shade stop and into a roller clip. And this is what the clip looks like. It has two holes so that you can tie off on the left or the right. And notice that the clips are offset from the shade stops. The shade stops are directly over your shroud tape, and then you offset this so that the cord winds in a spiral and not on itself. To put the clips on, you're just going to press them on. They are very, very tight. These are already in place. I'm going to put another one on. You sort of have to get it started and then push it down. If you need to adjust it, take a screwdriver and the little hole here, pry it up, move it around, and then push it back down. Now we're going to look at the roller spring. The roller spring looks like this. So you are limited on your width. You can't make a roller spring shade smaller than the spring itself. The spring end fits in one end. It has a flat pin. Then there's an end plug that goes in the other end of the roller. When the flat pin is in the bracket and the shade moves up and down, it tightens the spring. And it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, but it'll start catching. I don't know if you can hear it. I unsprung it for you. There it goes, it's catching. It'll catch. So this is activated by raising the shade up and down. If you over tighten your spring, you want to purposely let it spin out so that you can loosen it up and tighten it again. You're going to put this in one end and you'll line up the top groove with the groove. It's going to be hard to see, with the groove on the aluminum tube. And you'll cut these tubes with a hacksaw or a saw on an electric miter saw. And you do want to push it in firmly. If it's a little tight, don't hammer it. You don't want to damage the pin, but you can push it against, sometimes I'll even push it against the table like this, just to get that in. And then you'll put the end plug in the other end. And again, it has that groove on top, and that groove lines up with the groove inside the roller. So I have one here that is on a Roman shade. So this also has the roller clips that I showed you a few moments ago. And this Roman shade operates without any bead chain loop because it's on a roller spring. The roller spring brackets, if I could show you again, I'll show you the end piece. This is the flat pin for the spring. The roller brackets for the springs come in two different lengths. And they come with these little inserts. You're going to put the inserts in place. The round one is for the end plug. The flat one accepts the flat pin of the spring. To put them in, you're just going to set them in the middle and push down until they snap in place. And that's ready to install. And you're going to put those on, and if you're doing a Roman shade, you want to make sure that the flat pin that has your spring is on your left if you're facing the back of the shade. If you have it opposite, the shade spring will not work. That's a very common problem. So if you've put this up and you can't get it to activate or to wind up properly, check your brackets. That might be a problem. I'm also going to go ahead and unspring this, if I can. There we go, to take the tension out so I can show you how to tighten it. So let's take it off the work stand. That's one way to get it off the work stand. So when you're doing a shade, and this one has the shroud tape and the cord stops, I talked about that with the roller clutch. But with the spring, in order to tighten up your spring, you have to hang your shade and let it fall. As it falls, the spring winds and tightens. So I'm actually going to wind up the cord onto the roller, put it into the brackets. I'm going to do the flat pin first and then snap in the end plug and let it fall and bring it all the way down. That just tightened the spring by doing that. But you'll see it doesn't work. I've got to tighten it up again. Usually takes 2 tries at least on a small shade. If it's a bigger shade, you might need to adjust it several times. But take it carefully out of the brackets. If you hit the pin, it might unspring. So you just want to be careful as you take it in and out of the brackets. Now I'm going to wind it up again. This is just like if you're doing a laminated shade, you would do the same thing, but you would be winding up the laminated shade onto the roller. In this case, I'm winding up cords onto the roller. And then starting with the flat pin with the spring, and then the end plug, snap in place. Let's see how it's doing now. Now it's holding up on its own. I have pretty good tension on that. It's better to have it too loose than too tight. So try not to over tighten it. You might want to take it off and just wind the cord up maybe half of the shade instead of going all the way down every time. Roll it around a couple times, put it back up. But that's a pretty good adjustment. When you are making spring roller shades, be it a laminated shade or a soft Roman, you want to allow extra length because when you come all the way down to the end, you want to have a little bit extra that you can tug on. So you do want to allow an extra fold at the bottom on your Roman shades.